In this video, I want to show you how much does it cost for you to pay for water, electricity, and home insurance in Finland, and specifically in Tampere actually. So keep watching the video if you want to know the answers. I just received the bill for the electricity of the house. It's around 100 euros. It's for the last 3 months. It comes from Fortum. Fortum is responsible for providing electricity for a house. Now look at this, you can see the details here actually. So every month it was around 36 euros, which is really quite good. But now we need to take a look at the actual prices for the new year, because I got this agreement last year. I started my contract last year, so the prices are for the last year. But now prices are really higher than this. So want to check that on the website. Now the funny thing you need to know, actually I'm not sure about this in other countries, but here actually the price, the money you need to pay for the electricity is completely separate from the money you need to pay for the distribution. So there are two different bills for that. So when you want to buy electricity plan for your house, you need to pay attention to the money you need to pay for the distribution. And usually you can see any details about that until you get the bill. And that's really funny because you want to include and calculate all the expenses you're gonna pay, and it makes it really difficult because there is no information on that. But in a second I'll show you how much it costs for you to pay for the distribution. So this is the bill for this electricity distribution under my name. And now look at the price. So it's 43 euros. It's for almost 3 months actually. It's almost for 3 months actually. So every month you need to pay around 15 euros, something like that, for distribution, electricity distribution only. And actually it depends on how much you actually use electricity and the kilowatt hour distribution lines hand over actually. And this is the money I eventually paid. On the back of the bill you can see more information and details about the distribution. I'm not gonna go into the details, it's not really important, you just need to pay the money. There's nothing you can do. But if you are interested, I just take some shots from that. Now let's take a look at the electricity prices on the website. Surprisingly, it got snowy. We didn't expect that. It's beautiful. Okay, this is my contract with Fortune. The very first thing you need to know is that you can buy your electricity from different companies, which are actually some private companies, and they provide electricity for you. But the distribution of that electricity is on the central system to deliver to your apartments. And it's different from city to city. But with the electricity itself, you can choose your provider and you can compare different prices with each other, and that makes it a competitive industry, and they always try to keep their fees low. But even with that, the prices of energy is really high around the world. It's not just Finland, but it's more critical in Finland because it doesn't have that much resources, I think. So as you can see, this is Fortum, not sure Waco YQS uh, plan, and you can see that with this you can have maximum consumption of 2000 kilowatt hour per year. And for that, you actually need to pay around 35 euros per month, which is quite a good price for an apartment of about 50 square meters. No, I just checked the new price on the website and it seems that it's pretty normal. It's like when I actually applied for this plan, and it's around 39, around 40 euros, you can say. It's a little bit more than what I usually pay, but actually during winter it went up to around 70 euros. Can't believe that. But no, because winter is gone and the weather is going to be warmer and warmer, so the electricity is going to be more available. So the electricity price went back to be normal. But it depends on the situation and the resources. So during winter, it can go up to 70 or 80 euros even. But now when I look at the price, it looks quite good, I think. Of course, there is another plan for bigger apartments, and you can choose based on the apartment you have. So it says that suitable for 2 or 3 room apartments. So here we can see that for the last 6 months, our daily average consumption was around 5 kilowatt hour, and the price was €1 and 21 cents for each day. So for a month, you can say that you can multiply it by 30, I think. So it's gonna be something around that number, 35 or 40 even. But what you need to pay attention is that, as I mentioned, it depends on your contract. So my contract says that my limit is 2000 kilowatt hour in 1 year. So should not cross that line. Otherwise, they're gonna charge me a lot more. But actually, we had a lot more electricity left to use, so that's quite enough for us. But it depends on how many devices you have at your home, how many hours are you at home, and a lot of things. So you're gonna understand it after a couple of years. I think you can get to a point that you know how much energy you're gonna spend. Now about the water fees, I need to say that there is no bill or contract or something like this, and you just pay the money to my landlord, because basically the water comes from the city center, and actually there is no controller or counter for each apartment. The price is for the whole building, including all the apartments. So you just need to pay a fee for each person. So if we are 2 people, we just need to pay for 2 people. And for this apartment, it was around 22 euros per person, but it can be a little bit more, it can be a little bit less, but it's something around 20 to 25 or even 30 euros. It depends on the building and the size of the apartment, but it's usually based on the number of people living there. So for us, it's around 44 euros each month. The good point about water is that actually warm water comes with the cold water as well. So you don't need any water heater to warm up the water or to use hot water. So that money is basically for the water itself and also for the warm water, which is really good. I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to pay the electricity, the energy for heating the water yourself, it would have been much higher than this. Now this is the final part, house insurance. So basically you're responsible to buy some kind of insurance for your apartment when you rent it from your landlord, in most cases, of course. You have actually a lot of options from which company you want to buy your house insurance. So the amount could be a little bit different from company to company, but it was around 141 euros for me for 1 year. So it's not really a huge amount of money, and basically you can pay it every month instead of paying once. So yeah, it's for house apartment. That was all I wanted to tell you. There is a chance that I missed a couple of things, so please remind me if you want to know anything else related to renting and all these expenses. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more upcoming videos. See you. Bye.